Welcome back to Practicing with Ticker. Today we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this part. I'll throw up a blueprint on the screen and you guys can go ahead and practice it if you like. If you get stuck, just feel free to skip ahead in the video, take a look where you're stuck, and I can help you out. So, if you haven't learned yet, on the left hand side here we got the rollback feature, and I'm just going to roll all this back so I can get going. Personally, I like to start stuff on the front plane. You can start it wherever you like. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with that bottom circle. I'm also going to add a construction line to it. Now our construction line is going to end up being 49 millimeters and at 15 degrees from the origin. So we'll plop that in just like such. Now our circle diameter, there we go. Our circle diameter is 19.08 millimeters. And it's also 18 millimeters from the x-axis. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add two circles up top here to get our outside radius and our inner cut. Alright, to make this nice and easy, I'm given a 14 millimeter radius, so we're just going to do 14 times 2 to make this easy. No math required. Then our inside circle is 12.75 millimeters. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start doing the right side of this part, the angle with our 3-point arc. So we select our 3-point arc, and I'm going to coincident that point onto our outside diameter here. So our line across the x-axis is 57 millimeters, and the height of our right line is 36, I do believe. Yes, 36 millimeters. The radius of our arc is going to be 67 millimeters. And now we have an undefined arc, so to fix that, I'm going to select the line, and I'm also going to select our circle here because we want this to be tangent. So now we have a defined arc, and now it's nice and set up with our circle here. Next part I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to grab another 3-point arc. I'm going to start from the edge of our 57 millimeter, and we're just going to place it. I'm not going to do anything special with it. The only thing I will do is I'm going to put a relationship between the 19 millimeter circle and our point here, and we're going to make that horizontal. We're also going to add the radius to this, which is 22 millimeters. And also, if it's 22 millimeter radius, then the outside of our circle is going to end up being 22 millimeters from the y-axis. Cool, so we have some more defined sketches. I'm just going to move a couple dimensions here to make this a little bit more clean. Now from here it should be pretty easy. I'm just going to grab my last line. We're going to go like this from our 3-point arc, and we're going to attach it to our 28 diameter circle at the top here. Again, we have an undefined sketch, so I'm just going to select the line and the circle, and I also want this to be tangent. So now we have a fully defined sketch. Next quick part I'm going to do, so I can just avoid some cuts, I'm going to add a rectangle over here. So the next thing I'm going to do is just find the center of our rectangle, which should be right there, and the center of our 19 millimeter circle at the bottom, and we're going to put a horizontal relationship with that. Now this slot is to be 22 millimeters long and 12.75 millimeters thick. To keep in with good practice, I'm just going to stagger a couple of my dimensions here. Cool. Next I'm going to add that circle. So all I'm going to do to make this really simple is select the center of our rectangle, and I'm just going to add a coincident relationship right there. So now we have a fully defined circle and we don't have to worry about it. Awesome. Now we can go ahead and click on trim entities because we want this whole entire face to extrude, and we're just going to trim this top circle here just like such. Now we have our perfectly shaped part. From here I'm just going to extrude this, and it is the extrude is 28.58 millimeters. And now nothing has happened, so all we have to, cause it's looking for a contour, so you just select the part, the area that you want to extrude from. So we're done that. Now to make things easier, because I know we already have to do this, I'm just going to insert a plane, and we're going to do a midpoint plane to make it very easy. I'm just going to go back, change my view. Now we're going to go to the bottom, and we're going to sketch ourselves another rectangle for that cut down the center. If I can again, I'm just going to add a relationship to from the middle of this rectangle to the y-axis, or that plane we just made, and we're just going to make that horizontal. So this is a 38 millimeters, I do believe, length slot. Yeah, 38, and it is 13.49 millimeters wide. 13.49. Cool. We have a fully defined sketch, so I'm just going to go to features. I'm going to extrude cut this to make it nice and quick. I'm not going to play around, I'm just going to go through all. Awesome. So we have our cut, we have both our holes, now we just need this cut up here. So I'm going to sketch right on this face. I'm going to grab my circle, try and go to the center of this circle, but it's being a little bit hard, so you can fix that just by putting on temporary axes. Now we're going to sketch a 38 millimeter diameter circle. So 38. Now we need this little piece down here cut out. To make this nice and simple, I want to do it in the same cut. I don't want that tangent. It's gonna try and make it tangent. I'm just gonna start from the arc here. Make sure it's 90 degrees. Click that. Now it's 6 millimeters from the center of this circle here. I'm just going to double check that that is actually a vertical line, which it is. Now we just need to close that sketch, and I'm just going to make sure that it is coincident with our arc. Now I'm going to select the point and select the outside of our circle. We're going to make that coincident, and then we're just going to trim the inside of that circle, and we have a fully defined sketch. Now all we have to do is extrude cut that. That is a 6 millimeter cut, so all we have to do is just change our our cut distance, hit the green check mark. Nice, we have a cut. So I'm going to select that, cut extrude now. We're going to select mirror and select our mid plane, and then hit the green check mark. And now, if I didn't click the wrong button, I did again. Okay, never mind, we are in isometric view. You have a completely finished part now. That was as easy as that. I hope you guys were able to follow along, and if you got stuck anywhere, I hope that I was able to help you. I didn't mean to go too quickly. If I did, please leave it in the comments. I'm going to do 1 to 2 practice parts a week, and just remember, practice makes perfect. If you guys like the video, please leave a like, and maybe feel free to subscribe for some more videos. Thank you very much. Have a great day.